This is the New World Podcast. We're back for episode 3, and today's topics are the history's youngest person to acquire a doctorate, the WNBA punishing Caitlin Clark, One Piece chapter review, the upcoming sneaker drops for this summer, and the Ringer's top 25 players under 25. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Well, first off, how everybody doing today?
Pretty good, man.
Straight.
Tight. Before we get into our segments, just jumping our segments, it's always good to just kind of like take a second to, kind of reflect on how everybody's week going, what everybody mood like, that type of thing. We do plan on having these uploads more consistently, so we've been doing this probably once a week. We want to ramp that up to 2 days now. And then instead of having one long, full podcast, we're going to be providing you guys content at a more rapid rate. So instead of just having an hour and a half, 2 hour long video, we'll have videos based on the segments. So how we have like a WNBA segment, there'll be a full video for that, and so on and so forth. So we can give you guys a lot of different variety of content to look at. So this is what I want to say, a little disclaimer before we get into the actual topics. But we can go ahead and kick it off though. So on May 6th, a Chicago teenager received her doctorate at the age of 17. Dorothy Jean Tillman II is now the youngest Arizona State University student to receive her doctorate in her respective field. She completed her associate's degree at age 10, her bachelor's degree at 12, double master's at 14, and now she's receiving her doctorate at age 17. She credits her mother for her work ethic. She also was homeschooled, and she is the granddaughter of Dorothy Tillman, the civil rights activist. And she views the world as her oyster, being that she is so young and has a great future ahead of her. So what do we think about this, man? This is history in the making, great achievement. Yeah. I definitely wanted to, give this young lady her flowers because you don't see things like that every day.
I mean, you definitely don't see that, just for a human in general, a young teenager, but for a black girl to do that, that's amazing. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's just, it just shows what you can do when you put your mind to it.
Yeah, there's not a cap on potential. I definitely think that she's one in not even a million, one in a billion.
Absolutely.
At 17, I was talking to my dad, I was like, she's basically a genius, honestly. And so me, I graduated college early. I graduated a year early at 21. She's getting her doctorate at 17. That's kind of unfathomable.
It really is. That is just, that's not something you really see or expect. That was just, it was really astonishing to me, honestly. And I think that'll help pave the way, not for just women in general, but black women. And it shows them that you can work hard and achieve these things, and you can do it at a quicker pace, just as long as you stick to it and focus on your goals in life, honestly.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Shout out to old girl. That's really crazy. 10 years old, already going to college. What?
I wouldn't have even thought of that. 10 years old.
What, bro? 10 years old, man. I didn't even know right from left. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. The first time I realized the difference between right and left was that I was well, I'm right-handed, so I'm just gonna go this way. So, shit, that's actually crazy. Jeez, man, 10 years old, they still had us in no coloring books. So,
yeah.
Shout out to old girl. That's really astonishing.
Yeah, Dorothy Tillman II, because I was watching her on Good Morning America, and she was talking about just kind of her life journey, how she was homeschooled. That's really how this was really able to happen. She was homeschooled, but she had great role models to pave the way for her and let her know that this.
The homeschool folks be having the cheat code. I ain't gonna lie.
They definitely be having that cheat
code.
Bro,
we be at work, bro, and homeschool folks, they be having it crazy. I be like, geez, man, public school is dog water.
Yeah, public school. Public school is really, I went to public school, I'm not gonna bash it, but it's a conditioning type of thing. And she did say that probably only struggle that she really had growing up is that she viewed herself as a social butterfly. So the fact that she was just, it's a one-woman classroom for her, that kind of made it hard for her to interact with other kids. So there was a lot of, that's a learning curve. Social, she had a learning curve. But other than that, she was like, yeah, I think that being homeschooled definitely helped me get to this point. Because in public school, there is a cap on how far you can go. Because, I mean, you can take as many, you don't take like dual enrollment and stuff like that until you get to high school. So in order for her to make that leap at 10, her parents put her on her own, like, her own track in order to get to that point. And they saw that she was gifted, so they were like, you can do this.
Yeah, the books.
Yeah, because teachers are responsible for the whole class. Class can have 20 to 30 students. So it's kind of difficult for them to put their focus on one person. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty remarkable. Me being, you know, a recent college graduate and you guys entering that realm, I was like, this is, you know, not only to give this young lady her flowers, but also like, you know, provide some motivation for y'all. I'm in, you know, right now, like I'm in extended education, so like I'm working on my master's degree. So just that little, you know, that little motivation. I think sometimes we need that. Yeah. Especially now that I already have especially now that I have my bachelor's degree, it's kind of like, man, I really want to do another year and a half of this. And you see stuff like that, and you're just like, no excuse to let you go ahead and knock it out.
For sure. Yeah, man, we definitely need to give her flowers before we got into anything else. I mean, that's just God blessing accomplishment, and that just shows, like I said, the hard work, and it pays off.
Yeah, congratulations, Miss Tillman. I know you're going to do great things.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations to you.
And you go by DJ?
Yes.
Well, and you are related to former Alderwoman Dorothy Tillman.
Yes,
that's your
my
grandma?
grandmother, yes.
Oh my gosh. So tell us, did your parents know pretty early on that you were an exceptional student, and what did they tell you about that?
I think my grandma, my granny, and my mom all kind of saw it in me, like at different points in times in different ways. And I kind of just thought like a lot of what we were doing was normal until it got like a different level of attention. And so I didn't notice it, but I think people around me did.